Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Evolution Tank, the show where we ask budding scientists about their latest scientific ideas. Our team of judges will help one lucky scientist on their way to scientific glory. I'm Stevie Stevenson, and this is Evolution Tank. Let's welcome our first scientist, Georgia, who's here today to tell us about a spider species. So Georgia, what are you proposing today?
Hi Stevie, thanks for having me on the show. I want to talk to you about my favourite spider species, Nephila plumipes, or the tiger spider. It, like all Nephila species, produces a golden web, and it's really quite interesting.
Wow! What are you actually looking at studying and why?
Well, Stevie, I'm glad you asked. Basically, I want to answer the question, why do Nephila produce golden webs? I want to test this by seeing if tiger spiders adjust web colour in different light environments. And if so, I want to see if these different light environments affect foraging efficiency.
So why is that important?
Well, Nephila play an important role in many habitats, feeding on a large range of insects. In fact, there is evidence that Nephila have been feeding on large insects for over 20 million years. That's really highlights their role in the evolutionary history of insects, don't you think?
Yeah, of course. So has this been studied before?
Well, studies have been conducted on Nephila species and found that they are able to adjust their web colour in different light environments. However, none have been studied on the Australian tiger spider. And believe it or not, we don't actually know why Nephila species produce a golden web. We know that yellow pigments do act as a superstimulus for pollinators, so I'm suggesting that the golden silk may actually attract insects and hence increase foraging efficiency.
Wow, so can you show what your experiment will look like?
Sure. So first, it's important to note that initially Nephila produce golden silk, but after a while it will start to become more white. It's just like if you were asked to run up a flight of stairs. The first time it'd be pretty easy, but after 50 attempts, it'd start to get pretty slow. Enclosures will be set up as shown. The first experiment will simply involve placing 80 spiders in 8 of the enclosures. 4 of these will be bright and 4 of them will be dim. After 2 hours, the web will be tested to see if there is a difference in colour. The second experiment will involve placing 80 spiders in 8 enclosures and allowing them to produce golden webs. These spiders will then be moved to 8 new enclosures where they will produce new webs that are more white in colour. We will record the diameter of each web, then all the spiders will be removed. The lighting will be adjusted in each of the enclosures, so 4 of the gold enclosures will be bright, 4 will be dim, and 4 of the white enclosures will be bright and 4 will be dim. 50 bees will be introduced to all 16 enclosures, and after 30 minutes we'll go in and count the number of bees on each web. We'll then use this to find the number of bees per unit web in each of the different light environments, and then we'll perform a statistical analysis to see if our hypothesis is supported.
That looks great. So what are your anticipated outcomes?
Well, I suspect that under bright conditions, golden webs will be produced, and under dim conditions, white webs will be produced.
Yeah.
Subsequently, I suspect that in the bright conditions, more bees will be captured on the gold webs, and in the dim conditions, more bees will be captured on the white webs.
Now let's turn to our judges. Dr. Stevel?
Hello, Georgia. I'm Dr. Stevel. Are there any implications for the scientific community?
Any evil implications?
Scratch that last bit.
If my hypothesis is supported, then we can say with reasonable confidence that tiger spiders produce golden webs in bright conditions in order to attract prey. By studying this unique Nephila property, we'll hopefully be able to demonstrate plasticity within a species. This provides the foundations for further evolutionary studies, including perhaps the testing of the question, do golden webs attract prey, or are they simply harder to see? And then even explore the evolutionary arms race between spiders and insects.
Let's hear from our renowned businessman, Mr. Change.
Yes, Georgia, how will this benefit the general public?
Well, approximately 30% of people have a phobia of spiders.
I sure do.
Not only will this study provide much needed insight into the evolution of tiger spiders, but it will also provide education about the species. And education is the key in reducing fears and creating interests. This research will provide insight into the importance of spiders in controlling insect numbers and hopefully aid in their protection.
Well, I sure feel better about spiders now. Well, Georgia, thanks for coming in. I think this study sounds very interesting, and we'll hear what the judges have to say.
You did good, kid. It's a yes from me.
How about yes, you crazy spider lady?